Hello everybody, Model Farmer 6710 back here with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you, as you read on the thumbnail and title, how to unweather JCB 3C by Britons. This model was brought out the back end of last year, and it was brought out with a muddy version. And it was brought out just with a bit of weathering on it, and to be quite honest with you, the weathering was quite poor. But they brought out, before this model, they brought out the same model, but it didn't have any weathering on it, and that was a savage detailed model. Oh, that was an unbelievable model. It's a pity they didn't bring it back out, but this model is still a very, very nice model. I just said, oh, why don't I take off the weathering? And as you can see, I did start a little bit over here and all here. I done the loader and the back loader a bit, and I said, oh, I should make a video out of this and show the fans. So here we are. Here we are with the JCB. As you can see, I've a bit of it done. It's very easy now. And as you can see there, that's what it was like, just kind of rusty kind of look. But yeah, it actually comes out really well. And now the roof is the different story, but I'll get into that later. But as you can see, the weathering's a bit odd. But other than that, fine looking model, and all you'll need for this is nail polish remover and some cotton buds. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I have my cap full with the nail polish, and I'm just going to dip it in. And as you can see, just there at that lining, you can see there's some of it. And now, I'm just going to let you have a look at that now. You can see a fine difference from that weathering, and that actually, after taking that, unbelievable. And as you can see, there was a bit there now. And yeah, it takes off that the rustiness kind of, it is paint now, but it takes off the rustiness very, very nicely now. Now, there's a couple things that I have to do to this model before I start. There's a couple of screws I'm going to take out, because there's a couple of easy screws that I'm able to see now. There's one under there, and once you take that off, we'll be able to see a screw in there. And there's a couple of screws back here in the loader. Now, you might be wondering why I'm going to take this apart. I just think I'll be able to get it in better, and it'll come out really nicely. Because as you can see, there's a bit in there, and if I took it apart, this model will be looking clean. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll leave you with a quick time lapse of that. So I'll see you in a bit. Gonna take that off now. Right, so now we're left with the arm, which is taken off, and the bonnet. And there was a screw in there. I didn't really need to take that out. You can just leave that. There's genuinely no reason why I took that out. I was just thinking during the time lapse. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get doing a bit of de-weathering. So we'll start off with this bonnet over here. As you can see, there's some there. It does give, actually, it's a really big difference. You actually wouldn't like think it maybe when you actually have the model, but like Steven still has the muddy version of this model, and I think he's gonna leave his now. I think it'll be nice just to keep it original now as well. But I'll show you the two of them together once this is done as well, so you'll be able to have a good think anyway. Yeah, one thing I'd say, don't go near the roof with the cotton buds and the thing, because the roof is yellow underneath, and yeah, the roof is yellow underneath, and once you put the nail varnish on it, the nail varnish remover, it actually turns the cab into yellow from white. So I'd be really careful with that. So just don't touch the cab at all, and I'm going to show you how to doctor that once I finish this. So I'll leave you with a bit of a time lapse. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys, I got a good bit done, as you've seen in the little bit of the time lapse there. I got the good bit of the machine done. Little things like this, where it says 3C, I have to leave that because the 3C and like the JCB isn't bad, but there's just rust around the 3C there. You actually can't touch that because you wear away the black as well, but sure, look, it doesn't, you could just act like a bit of rust. This is actually coming out really well. Obviously, don't touch the windows with it. Forgot to say that at the start, and you know, just don't touch the cab at all with it. Just as yet. What I think I'm gonna do with the windows and the cab is I might mask it up and mask up the windows and maybe give it a spray of white spray paint. Maybe I think that'd be a good idea if I wanted to doctor that. But yeah, it's actually coming out quite well. And yeah, I'm gonna finish off a bit and I'll come back to this. Right, guys, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do a bit on the wheels. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's just a bit here around it. I'm not gonna touch the actual wheels, the alloys, but I'm just gonna, where the tires are, I'm gonna just run around kind of quickly. Just, you know, you might as well do it right, I suppose. But But yeah, let me know if you want to see more of these type videos. It's a bit of a tutorial. I just said, like, some people would be scared to touch their models, which is understandable because you don't want to wreck your model, you know yourself. So if you want to see more of these, I don't think I've much weathered models, but you know yourself, little tutorials. So I have most of the parts done. I got everything that I could do, really. I left the back bucket, kind of just left it done a bit of work, kind of. Yeah, I might do my little bit of own weather into this, but you know, I'm gonna spray paint the roof. I'm gonna spray paint the roof and yeah, make it look pretty good. So I'll show you that now. But first, I'm gonna put it back together. Right, guys, I'm out here with my paintbrush. I don't have any white spray paint, but I'm lucky enough to have some white brushing paint. So I'm just gonna take a bit of that away. And I'd be really careful. I didn't mask up the windows now, but I'm just being careful now. I'm excited to see Stephen's one beside my one. I'm excited to see how they turned out beside each other. I'm just going to have to put a little bit more on because I don't want to see the brushing streaks. Not turning out too bad, is she now? I'm actually quite happy with that. I'm going to let that dry. I'm not going to do the sides. I'm just going to leave that as a bit of rusty, but the top came out very nicely. Yeah, I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to show, besides Stephen's, the weathered and then the de-weathered one. Yeah, I'll cut to that. So here we have the two JCB 3Cs. I'll start off with the one that you get from Britain's. I'll just get this one out of shot. So you get this one from Britain's standard. It's just a bit rusted. I'm not mad on the weather now. Some people might like it, but personally I'm not a fan of it. And after a bit of nail varnish remover and a bit of Dulux paint on the roof, I got that. I think mine came out very well, I have to say. But let me know what you think. If you want to try it yourselves, feel free to ask some questions. As you saw, I got earbuds or cotton buds and got a bit of nail varnish remover. But I think they came out fierce well, and there are the two of them beside each other. Yeah, there's a big difference now. The yellow really brightens up from it, and I'm very happy with it. So let me know what you think, and send us on pictures if you do it yourself. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.